Welcome back to the CringCast. I'm your host, CringeLord6842. Let us start with a simple breathing exercise. Breathe in. Ugh, what is that god awful smell? Oh, it's just the annoying vapors who like to vape in the middle of the bathroom for some apparent reason. Yeah, if you couldn't already tell by the title and this intro segment, today's topic, vaping in school bathrooms and other places. I don't know why I did that, because who knows. Anyways, let us just start by saying this. I hate people who vape in the school bathrooms. I think that it's stupid in that if you have a dependence that bad, that you should probably not be vaping to begin with if you have that much of a dependence on vaping. Of course, some people don't believe that, and some people are just going to be like, oh, well, you're a little baby wah-wah, but that's beside the point. So, let me just get off with this. I can't understand how you have such a dependence on vaping that you have to vape. Like, you couldn't wait till you get home, or you can't wait till you like get out of school to begin with to start vaping. Like, you have to vape in the school because you just have to for some reason. It is completely beyond me, because I have no clue why you have to do it. And I think it's funny. I mean, I think it is kind of funny in a sense. Like, it's part of a poetic sense in a way, I think. I could be speaking out of my ass, but, who cares? And I think it's stupid, though, that, like I said, like, they can't wait till they get home. They have to vape. And, of course they say, well, I could quit anytime I want, dude. I could quit, I can quit whenever. And it's like, okay, well, then quit right now. No, no, bro, I don't mean like that. I mean, like, later. I mean, like, if you gave me, like, a week, I could quit. Okay, so quit within this week. No, 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 bro. Like, not, like, right now. Not right now. Like, I'm gonna quit later. I'm gonna quit later. Like, and of course, they never end up quitting. They just keep, I'll quit, I'll quit, I'll quit. And they just don't quit. And I think it's funny, because they're so dependent on this funny little stick of plastic that they have to have it. And, I think it's really funny, though. I think it's really funny when it comes to them, like, having, uh, just, like, them getting caught. I don't know why I struggled to say that, but I think it's funny when they get caught and they're like, no, bro, I swear, I was not vaping in the bathroom. I swear, bro, I was not vaping. I promise. I promise I was not vaping. Oh, well. And it's like, yeah, you are vaping, though. We caught you vaping in the bathroom. No, bro, that wasn't a vape. That was a flute. Like, I don't vape, bro. And of course they act all innocent, because, they don't vape, apparently. And, yeah, it is really funny watching them get caught in cart. It's funny watching them get caught, because they deserve it. They deserve it. They don't need to be smoking or vaping in a public place. Like, they can wait till they get home. It's not like they need it. And I feel like some of them do it just because they want to be douchebags and look like, they want to be like, look at me, guys, I'm super cool. I'm vaping in the school, so I'm cool. No, you just look like a dumbass with a drug addiction that's not really, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you consider vapes a drug, but still. Oh, man, bro, I just need to take a hit off the vape. And I love how teachers can't really do anything. Like, I love how like, our schools haven't done anything about it, because, like, our teachers can't really do anything about it to stop it. Hey, Mrs. Teacher, this kid's been gone for, like, half an hour in the bathroom. Yeah, well, maybe they just, really had to go. I don't think that's the case. Like, I think he's in the bathroom doing something. No, he would never. He's probably just taking a long time in the bathroom because he has to go to the bathroom. I don't agree. Well, too bad. And it's like, well, how can they not tell that this kid is probably in the bathroom vaping? Okay, I'm pretty sure teachers don't even shit at school. I'm 90% sure they're like, yeah, no, we don't shit at school either. And then, of course, they're like, so it's like, yeah, no, there's no way this kid's shitting. This kid's just definitely vaping in the bathroom. And it's like, no, that's not possible. Like, yeah, it is. This guy is very clearly vaping. No. Whatever. Not a fight worth fighting for. And I think we should go back to the old days, you know? I'm gonna be honest, I get stories from family and all the time. Back in our day, when we were in school, kids would smoke cigarettes and blunts in the school bathroom. Like, can we just go back to those days? I mean, I shouldn't really advocate for that, but, like, you know, I don't know. It's better than having to go into a room full of toxic vape chemicals. I mean, now we go to toxic plant chemicals, at least. I mean, at least that's 10 times better than vapor metals in the air, so I'll tell you that. But I'm also not advocating for smoking cigarettes and blunts in school bathrooms, so please do not do that. But if you do, I am not responsible for anything that happens to you. I fully sign off on all liabilities. Anyways, I remember I was actually in school once. It was of course in school because this is what this whole thing is literally about, basically. But I was like in school, you know, day's halfway done, getting ready to chill in history class, you know, and I'm like, man, I had a lot to drink this morning. I'm gonna go take a piss. So I get up, I go, it's passing period, and so I'm like, man, it's time to go take a piss. You know, I gotta go. So I go take a piss, and I kid you not, I walk into the guy's bathroom, and it is fucking packed. Like, you would almost think it's like concert state, like floor level packed. So I was like, oh, whoa. And I look around the room, and I'm like, or I kind of look in the bathroom for like a split second. I see like 5 kids that are like known vapors, and I'm like, oh shit. I see like 10 pairs of feet in the stall, in the like handicapped kid stall, and it's like, oh no, that's a lot of kids. So I'm like, well, that's not good. And I kind of just, I passed a guy friend going in, and he walked out without going to the bathroom. I'm like, why did he do that? I was like, what is he doing? And of course, I walk in, and 20 to 25 kids are in there vaping. I'm like, oh, yo, oh, no, I'm not, no. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And of course, like I said, 20 kids all in there vaping. I mean, at least 10 kids in the stall, maybe 15 outside of the stall. And like a bunch of them were known vapors. I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're getting out of here. And I was just like, man, like that would have been the funniest thing if a teacher just walked in there at that moment and just like busted them all, and like all of them just get. It would have been funny, and I would have laughed a lot, like a lot. But unfortunately, they didn't get caught. So you know. And of course, like, some people are like, but, like, it's not that bad. Like, okay, so then, if it's not that bad, like, why do you have to hide it? You know, if you believe it's not bad to vape in school, then why do you hide your vape, you know? And it's like, and they'll be like, but, like, I just don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, well, if you know you're gonna get in trouble, don't do it, dumbass. It is not that hard. I hate to tell you, but, like, don't do anything wrong, you don't get in trouble. It is that simple. Like, it is that simple. But I think it's the most annoying possible thing, you know. Man, I gotta go take a whiz. Never mind. I hate to, you know, stereotype and group, but, like, these kids are also the kids that will destroy the fucking bathrooms. Like, man, I need to go piss, but I can't because some kid decided to destroy all the damn sinks. I need to go to the bathroom. And you decided to get the bathroom shut down for like a week because you decided to go destroy the fucking soap dispensers and urinals and shit in the urinals. It's brain rot. It feels like some kind of brain rot, and it's stupid. I despise these people with every ounce of my own body. I just despise them. And again, despising and hate, strong words, but I mean every cent of it. You know, if I need to go piss, I'm going piss. And because of you, I can't go piss. I'm pissed. But there is some Okay, there is no upsides to this whole. Yeah, there is not a single upside in this whole thing. Uh, yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. I was trying to find an upside is to be like, man, there's an upside though to having people vape in school, and there's not a single upside. I swear to God, there are some days where I go piss, and like the next thing I do, I walk out of that bathroom with a headache because there's like two kids vaping, like blowing fat fucking clouds, and it's like, damn, bro, my fucking head hurts because of you. And it's like, man, I can't go a single day in school without having like one or two kids, maybe five at max, vaping in the bathroom at once, and it sucks. It blows. But I think that they should have the rightful freedom to do it outside of school. I think it's fair. I think it's their choice, their decisions. We're not also going to talk about how they illegally got these vapes because I would like to preface this by saying that you have to be, I think, 18 or 21 to buy them in most states because of federal regulations. So whoever bought those for you, first of all, I think is a felon for what they did. So that's great. Cool for them. But at the same time, like, why are we selling them to minors to begin with? I mean, again, they need some of these people are so dependent on it, and they're like, I could quit anytime, bro. Like, I can. No, you can't. Because if you can quit anytime, you would have quit already, right? And they're like, yeah, but like, that's not what that means. And it's like, well, what does it mean then? Like, quitting anytime, what does that mean? Does that mean you couldn't quit anytime? Yeah. So then why haven't you quit? And it's like, oh, bro. And it's the same argument over and over and over again. And it's so annoying. Because they could have, and I hate how they acknowledge they can quit. They just won't because they need their vape pen. These are also the same kids that like disrespect teachers and like cause them trouble, even though don't not make enough money to have like these kids doing shit. And it's so sad. And it sucks. Like, our teachers do not get paid enough for this to deal with you ignorant assholes. And of course, these kids are like the same types of kids as well. Like, they're the same kids that like their parents are completely ignorant of the situation and think their kid is like, oh, my kid would never do such a thing. How dare you? Like, yeah, but like, there's video proof of them vaping. Well, that's not true. That's fake. There's no way my kid would ever vape in the school bathroom. How dare you? And then the moment they get out of there, they're like, okay, son, I'm gonna need to take away the Xbox controller, but I'm not gonna take away the vape that you have in your pocket, because that'd be pointless. And it's kind of funny when you think about it, because of course these kids get caught, and then But there was one kid, I actually do remember, where this one kid actually faced like really big repercussions for it. It was his senior year. And I can't remember his record because I don't remember if he had a clean record or not. But he was a football player. He's pretty clean. Like, he had a decent like life ahead of him. And then like, he got caught with marijuana on school property. And it was hilarious how that happened, because it's like, wait a second, marijuana? Like, you brought marijuana onto school property? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? And the story goes as such that this kid posted on Snapchat. He's on Snapchat posing with, like, I think it was either like buds or blunts. I can't remember off the top of my head. He was posing. And he poses with it, and it's like, okay, again, you do you, buddy. You do you. You can do whatever you want in your own house. I don't care if you smoke, vape. I don't care if you, snort crack. I don't care, as long as it's at your own house and not like in a public area. It doesn't affect. It doesn't bother me. Well, this dumbass though posted it on Snapchat, and of course some kid, and I actually. I love this because it's funny, because everyone thinks they're like, no one's gonna snitch on me. And this one kid apparently saw it on their story and was like, what? And reported it to the school resource officer. Of course, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, that kid's such a snitch, bro. Like, what the, like he did, bro. That is not cool." And it's like, yeah, but he did the right thing, and it was funny. It was funny. They did it for the bit, you know. They did it for the bit. They did it for the bit. I don't know why I went quiet there, but they did it for the bit, and it is hilarious how they do that. And they got in trouble. So this kid, reports it to the school, and the kid's probably gonna get a suspension anyways, because again, you're not really supposed to post that on social media. Of course, everyone's like, well, it's not on school grade. Yeah, but they can still suspend you for it, believe it or not. So this kid, this kid's gotten reported to the school resource officer and the head principal, and kid shows up to school. And of course, it's reported, so, hey, kid that got reported, we're gonna run a search on you. We're gonna, search you and your bag. Of course, kid's like, uh-oh. And the kid's like, this isn't good. And they bring the drug-sniffing dog, and it catches something, and the kid's like, SOL. There's nothing he can do. He can't, get rid of the drugs and shit. He's SOL. And, like I said, remember, this kid, decent, record. He has his life kind of set out. He was a good football player. He was probably going places, maybe getting scholarships. He wasn't the brightest, as seen by this story, but he also wasn't the dumbest. So he was definitely on set for some scholarships, most likely. Everything down the drain right then and there when he got caught. Why? Because that drug dog picked up marijuana. And it's so funny because it's like, why would you pose with your marijuana on camera and then the very next day bring it into school? Are you so that stupid that you think no one's gonna rat on you? And it was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually really funny. But I also felt bad for the guy because, like I said, scholarships and everything, But it was hilarious how this guy brought marijuana into school. I think it might have been edibles, or maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. I can't remember the exact details of the story. Anyways, kid got expelled from the school. Not a suspension. None of that. Expulsion. Again, senior year. So he has to either do online learning or go to a different school district that's willing to take him in. And, everything just collapsed for him. And that's kind of what I wish would happen to some of these kids that vape at the damn schools. It's so annoying that you have such, you need to vape. Just wait till you get home. I don't know how many times I've said that in this video, but wait till you get home to vape. Don't do it in a public place. I'm pretty sure, 90% of government buildings have a thing that say, no smoking in front of them. No smoking within 8 feet. And, I think that kind of counts for, vaping at the same time. So, and most public schools are considered part of the government, I think. I could be wrong, but still, I think most schools also have a no smoking within 8 feet. And so some of these kids, I don't think realize the, legal repercussions of, them vaping on school. And I just wish that, all of them would get caught so I don't have to walk into a damn bathroom and get the worst headache of my life because of how much fucking vape is in the air. But, again, there's not really a happy ending to these stories. This story is not real. These vaping incidents, these people vaping don't have really good endings. I mean, a lot of them, again, like I said, it's been proven that smoking cigarettes is almost healthier than vaping. If not, it is healthier than vaping because cigarettes uses chemicals from plants, while vapes use chemicals from metals, toxic metals. And these studies proven that, and of course these kids are like, no, that's just fake. That's fake news. These are also the same kids, though, that will tell you, oh, I don't know, bro. I don't remember who the 5th or 16th president was. That's gotta be a problem. And it's how are you in high school? I don't know. I also think high schools should also hold kids back a lot, because I've noticed that a lot of the kids that vape are also not the brightest kids in the world. I think they should definitely be held back, a few of them, but I think sometimes our school system don't want to see them ever again. So we're like, yeah, let's not hold them back, which is unfortunate. I think some of them should be held back. But there's no really, like I said, no happy ending to have this story. A lot of them will probably end up doing just fine in life, but some of them will probably end up doing poorly. And I really wish I knew what happened to that kid after he got expelled from our school, but for all I know, like, I don't know anything. And of course, I have no clue. But I think, in a sense, there is an issue going on in public schools across the country, and I think it's stupid. Once more, that these people cannot wait till they get to their houses and like blow their fat clouds there. Hell, I even think the moment like you could step outside of the school, the moment it's over, and then start vaping, I wouldn't care then. But if it's in a bathroom where I have to go piss, I think it's stupid, and I think they should face repercussions for what they do. Now, of course, I'm gonna sound like a really annoying little narc or whatever these people want to call you, but still, I think it's stupid. And again, they always claim they don't have an addiction when they very clearly do have an addiction, because if they can stop it anytime, they would have stopped by now. Oh, so once more, I think it should be way worse to be selling these things to minors. I don't care if the minor is willing to buy it. I think it should be way worse, though, because you're still selling, you know, I think, paraphernalia to minors. But, yeah, I know, I sound like an unhinged person going on ranting about that, but that's what this whole thing is about, and I hope you all know that. But I think this is gonna wrap up this episode. I'm not sure what the next episode's gonna be on about. I haven't really thought that one through. I might pull some ideas on something, but these first two episodes were kind of the first thing that came to mind, and now I'm kind of out of ideas. So I'm gonna have to definitely get some ideas from friends and other people. But if you're hearing this, thank you for watching. It's been good. It's been good. It's been fun. Thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode.